Fischl is one of my favorite characters in Genshin Impact, which I do have many of, but she's a particular favorite. So, as an avid Fischl fan, I've scoured the Genshin lore and every resource I could get my hands on for anything related to her, and I came across something peculiar that I haven't seen anyone else talk about. Fischl has a musical connection to the Fatui Harbingers. She even shares a leitmotif with one Harbinger in particular. I don't know what this means, if it means anything at all, but I want to talk about it. Spoilers for chapters 1, 2, and 3 of Genshin Impact. I'll be discussing music that plays in important story moments. Without further ado, let's just get started. First of all, here's some examples of Fischl's theme, or specifically the leitmotif that this video is about. Though the scale and tempo are different, and there's some extra notes added in the second example, the core of this leitmotif are its main 6 notes. Now, listen to what I call the Fatui leitmotif, which has appeared in some form in the battle themes of all 3 Fatui Harbingers we've fought so far. If I take both main melodies and put them on the same scale, they look something like this, for example. Comparing the 2 themes this way, we can see that the first and second notes are the same. The following pair varies. In Fischl's theme, it goes up, and in the Fatui leitmotif, it goes down. The 5th note is the same again, and then the endings are different. If these were the only similarities, I wouldn't think too hard about it. Themes can sound alike, it happens, and their beats are also different. But there's actually a direct connection between the 2 themes, and it starts with one specific Harbinger, La Signora. See, her battle themes use not only the Fatui leitmotif, but also what sounds strikingly like Fischl's. So I've written them down as variations of Fischl's theme, and you can see that all 6 notes are the same. The variation differences lie on the beats. Signora Phase 1 is almost identical to Fischl's theme except for the half beat of silence at the start of each bar, while Signora Phase 2 has beats more reminiscent of the Fatui leitmotif. And speaking of the Fatui leitmotif, in other scenes related to Signora, the 2 themes combine. The 3rd and 4th notes go up like Fischl's, while the 6th and beyond are the Fatui's. When I first realized this, I was at a loss for words. Why would Fischl and Signora share a leitmotif? What connects them? They're both female blondes from Mondstadt, and that's it. And so are Barbara, Jean, and Klee, and they don't have this leitmotif. And remember how I said this starts with Signora? Well, there's actually another example of the leitmotifs combining. The battle against Scaramouche came out recently, and its version of the Fatui leitmotif also starts like Fischl's theme. Since its last 4 notes are a few tones lower than the usual Fatui leitmotif, I deemed it a different variation from Signora's. So that's 2 versions of the Fatui leitmotif that share the first 5 notes with Fischl's theme. So here's all the versions I've shown of these leitmotifs put on the same scale. To hopefully make it easier to visualize, I'll add some color and you can pause the video to take a closer look. Here are the notes that appear most commonly across the 6 melodies, ignoring the differences in beat. And finally, here are groups of notes that repeat exactly the same way down to the beat. As I said in the beginning, I don't know if it means anything that Fischl and the Fatui have this connection. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Personally, I hope it does, because I love when leitmotifs are used to establish connections like that, and Genshin has done it before. I could make a whole video just about Genshin's use of leitmotifs. And also, I really like Fischl and think there's still so much that can be explored with her character. Heck, I could make a whole other video just about her. But, you know, intentional or not, meaningful or not, this connection exists, and I think it's really interesting. That's all I wanted to say, so thank you for listening.